Alright, today we're going to be covering, I'm going to be doing a remake of the video that I made about the Logitech Mx518 mouse. Apparently YouTube didn't think that I was allowed to use my own voice. Sorry for the camera blurriness, it keeps going in and out. Basically there's a lot of people out there that Logitech no longer makes this mouse, and for reasons that I'm probably about to tell you, but don't give up hope. This mouse, it's a really easy fix as long as you have a little bit of know-how. All you really need for it to fix it is a Phillips head, a small Phillips head screwdriver to take out these three screws. One back here, my finger's over it, and then two up here, and then there's one on the take off, which holds the mouse wheel on and the circuit board for the functionality of the left and right click and the buttons, the eye buttons. So the reason that this mouse fails, and I've seen a lot of people on forums having the same issue of my mouse it unplugs, it acts like it unplugs and unplugs itself right back in. Well, the geniuses over at Logitech, someone in their RD whatever development phase didn't catch this, but as soon as it goes into the mouse, so right here, right in front of the front DPI button, it has a 90-degree cut, so it goes in, cuts to the right, and then comes back down and plugs in back here. You never want to have a 90-degree turn on a mouse on any wire, and so what this does is it pinches the wires right there at the entrance where that 90-degree turn is, and then there's a ground wire, which is just a mesh copper wire that ends up starting to get frayed as you jerk on it, as it falls or whatever happens over time. Eventually this thing will get worn out. But the great thing about it is I love the mouse, first and foremost. I've had this mouse for about 8 years, and it finally started going in and out, and it was affecting. I had to restart my computer basically every time because my computer started to reject the mouse and say it's not functioning properly, so you can't use it. So I bought another mouse, but I kept this as a backup, and what I did, and I'll link another video at the bottom that explains it in full detail, really good video, but all you gotta do is take those 4 screws out, snip the wire open so you expose the inside 3 wires and that copper mesh ground wire, and then just either snip them and expose them and then redo the whole thing with a soldering gun, or you can do what I did because it's just a backup mouse. I just kind of scrunched that ground wire back together and then taped it back up. So it literally took me, once I knew what the problem was, it literally took me less than 5 minutes to fix the issue. So don't give up on this mouse. It's still selling for $100 anywhere. I've seen it from anywhere from $50 up to $150 still. So if you got this mouse, don't just throw it away. Don't just think, oh man, this is a junk mouse, because it's not when it's working properly. And to avoid it happening again, I went ahead and rerouted. There's just plastic in there that's routing the wires, so I just took some pliers and snipped off some of that and rerouted the wire. You have to be careful because it will affect your mouse wheel if you don't route it right, or if you put too much tape on there, it's too big of a wire, and then all of a sudden you can't push your mouse button properly. That was the problem that I did run in with once I rerouted it. But again, easy fix. A heck of a problem when you don't know what you're dealing with though. So don't throw it away. Check the link below for the video that explains it step by step. And I'll see you guys out there gaming. Alright, take care.